we don't really like to talk about mistakes. To me, mistakes are kind of negative. However, we do understand though where things go wrong for a buyer, and there's many stories, and we'll try to share with you some of those stories, nightmares we call them, or almost nightmares. And one is not having a plan, right? When you don't have a plan, you look like this gentleman, or, well, you may feel like this gentleman here sitting on the bench, right? Without a plan, life just passes you by. With a plan, you're looking at Tom Brady. Tom Brady has a plan. He's working his plan right now during the offseason. He already won the Super Bowl with a new team. What does that tell you? His plan works. Everybody that jumps on his plan is successful, right? Now, what we're saying is jump on our plan. Have a plan. Without a plan in buying a home, the home come crashing down on you. Not literally, however, those payments, the bills, and so on and so forth, right? We've seen it happen, but with the plan, you're building a legacy. And that's what we want, ladies and gentlemen. Your home is the creation of your legacy, right? So, how do you create a plan? Well, these 5 questions is what you need to answer, and we're going to help you with that. So, number one is, why buy? Right? Why is it important for you to buy right now? Right? When to buy, where to buy, what to buy, and how to buy. And so this is where we are going to help you with this process. So why buy? Well, the home is where the heart is, right? COVID has changed everything. What we're seeing now is people have to, they were forced to work from home. The kids were forced to learn distant learning, right? Now we are seeing a shift where some folks have the option to go back to the office or work from home. So what we know of is owning a home provides a sense of safety, security, accomplishment, right? So that's what we want to do, is that's what we want to provide you with. Yes, owning a home has financial advantages. However, what we have found is owning a home has changed, and why more buyers are now seeking to own their first home. And I don't know how many people we have online, but we have a lot. And I can tell you, each 2 weeks or every other week that we're doing these presentations, the numbers continue to grow. So it's pretty exciting to see. So this is just a snapshot. And all I want you to do is just focus on the trajectory of the graph line, right? The trend. Where is it trending? Upward, right? We're going to talk more about this, but ladies and gentlemen, this goes back the last 35 years. Okay? So this gives you a good idea. It doesn't matter what happens in between as far as the number of real estate cycles. Just look at the graph as it continues to grow. All right. So, first time housing affordability index. Okay, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here, but take a snapshot of this if you like. But what we're seeing though, in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, well, let's go to Santa Clara. And if there's any that want to talk about the areas that they're from as far as the counties, from Q1 to Q4, as we continue to move up, we see the price points increasing. Gives us also monthly payments of what they are as far as the median home price of them going up. And so yeah, this is key information, right? Gives you an idea of what you need to do as far as in order to purchase. Now this is based on single family homes. Price points are much lower when we're talking about condos, townhouses. So understand what you're looking for. We can figure out what those home prices look like. So here again, when we're talking about month over month, as far as change in regards to the median sold price, and median means if you take the middle number, it's the middle number of the least expensive and the most expensive. Okay, so it's right there in the middle. And so when we're looking at Contra Costa, we're looking at Alameda, we're looking at Solano County, Sonoma County. Right now, Solano is the least expensive. However, there's areas that you can purchase, right? But as you look at these numbers, you definitely see that there's a price point change upward when you're looking at it month over month or year over year. Okay. So I don't want to bore you with a whole bunch of stats, but numbers, well, they are what they are, and it's true to fact. And so it's important to, like I say, educate yourself, understand what we need to do. But as you can tell, we need to get on the equity escalator sooner than later and allow the home, for those that are in a position to purchase, allow the home to start working for you, right? That's very important. All right. So understanding what to buy. Now we're talking about your buyer's needs, right? This is where you want to understand what's most important. Okay. Now, we just mentioned earlier that we have the lack of inventory. So what does that mean is we don't have much to choose from. So you really can't be very picky as to what your dreams are. The main thing is find the necessities that you need. That means how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, right? How big is your family? All right. Well, keep in mind, we have a single family, and I'm going to give you a story right now. So I have a couple who bought many, many years ago. In fact, they bought when the bubble busted. This was back in 2007. They bought in the Rose Garden. And why did they buy in the Rose Garden? Because I can tell you, when we met, it was just myself and the two buyers. No kids. They wanted to start a family. They told me what they wanted to buy. However, they fell in love with the Rose Garden. For those of you that don't know anything about the Rose Garden in San Jose, it's just a very prestigious area. The home fell in their price range, and it can be a 2-bedroom, it can be a 4-bedroom, a 5-bedroom, and of course, more bedrooms, the more money, the higher the purchase price. Well, they found a 2-bedroom that they fell in love with. It was cute, right? Cute means small. Well, ladies and gentlemen, then the market tanked, and they had no escape. And guess what? They started having a family, right? Building a family. And so it took them many years for that home to appreciate. Now I'm going to give you a stat. For every 10 years, for every 5 years, you're going to make 50%. Well, they were so far underwater, it took them at least 15 years in order to get the house right to a point where they can actually get it sold. So understand what your wants or needs are. That's very key. So how do we make this all happen? Well, I have created a buyer advantage program. Okay. What this means is having a preferred access to our pre and off market homes that gives you opportunities, and other opportunities that others don't have, right? Putting you in a position so that you can succeed without limiting at least the amount of competition. Arrange private showings, right? So here again, is putting you as a buyer in that right position so that you can see it and see it first. Sometimes being first in line matters. Specialized knowledge in expert level negotiation, right? Discuss market-based strategies when writing offers. Here again, we understand what the market is, but when I see there's a change, I'm going to take advantage of that, and we're going to try to get in and take it and use the current market. And the market changes weekly in many cases, and we have charts and stats to show you that as well. But when we see a change in the market or we see a shift in the market, if it's ever so slight, We want to make sure that we try to take advantage of that as much as possible. So here again, knowing and having someone very close to the market, understanding what's happening in the market, it's almost like a stock market. We always got to watch it. And so we also want to assist in timely closing and possession. And like I say, we have proprietary information that assists our buyers in being successful in this marketplace.